You're saying you were just intending to hug your mom with a
Yeah,
knife at her throat.
wow. She was short. I didn't mean to put the knife in her throat at all.
Okay. The record for the state,
Zach Dunn for the state, Your Honor.
defense,
Carl Basley, Your Honor.
and are you Mr. Olage?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, according to the plea bargain agreement, you entered a plea of no contest on April 18th. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments be assessed at a cap of 12 years in the prison. And the state is taking in consideration 4 cases. And there are the conditions of affirmative finding of family violence and no contact. Yes. All right. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Your Honor, the state has.
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
Any witnesses?
No objections, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. The only thing I have in addition to the PSI, Your Honor, is a letter that was submitted by one of the family members that they tried to interview. They weren't able to interview. It's an email, actually. I've
Any
provided
objections to the court reviewing the
a
letter?
copy to the state already.
No objections.
All right, the court has reviewed the letter from Valerie Medina. All right, I'll hear argument
Yes, Your Honor.
unless there's any witnesses.
No, there's
All
no
right.
witness other than, I think the PSI, Your Honor, is very detailed.
Mhm.
They interviewed all the family members that I know of, except for Ms. Medina, which provided that. They're all in favor of Jonathan having community supervision. As the court can see, it's a very lengthy PSI. He had a very traumatic thing that happened to him a few years ago, where the mother of his children went into the kitchen in the house and shot and killed herself. After that, it's been a downhill spiral for him. He's been into drugs. He's been doing meth and drinking, and it's been downhill that led up to this. Before that, he actively was employed. He worked at UPS for many years, was active in working and taking care of everything, raising the family. After that, as the court could see, it's the drugs took over, and mental health issues also that he had in addition occurred and led up to the incident here where there was clearly a wrong incident where there was a knife involved and police were shown. He was actually shot, Your Honor, by the police during this confrontation. He's understands that what he did is wrong, and he's asking the court for help, and he needs help. He understands. If you look at that, he was very honest with them, telling how much meth he had been smoking and drinking that day. And in fact, he stated he doesn't really even remember that much about it. He was so high on meth. So there's no question he has a problem with that, Your Honor. He's asking the court to help. He has been worked up and been approved for DDR-F and for the MIC unit. So we're asking the court to grant deferred and give him the treatment that he needs so that he can get his life together, get out and help take care of his children that he has.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. And as is of course included with the stipulations, this is wherein the defendant assaults his partner, his girlfriend inside a house, hitting her on the thigh, pulling her hair, striking her in the face. Officers arrive on scene, and then they witness the following events. Chasing the defendant, he basically grabbed his sister. She was able to break away. He grabbed his mother, put a knife to her neck, used her as a shield, if you will. And then he raised his knife as if to stab her. And that is when officers went ahead and discharged their firearm. There were multiple officers on scene. This is happening.
Listen carefully to what's happening here. Excuses are piling up, but accountability is missing. The court isn't judging emotions or past trauma alone. It's judging choices made in real time. When violence reaches family members and a weapon is involved, sympathy stops carrying weight, and public safety takes over.
In real time, while they're chasing him through the alley, the state absolutely understands the trauma wherein his partner, the mother of his daughter, shot herself, and he's going in the room and experiencing that trauma, and the state understands that. But in the PSI, it's multiple mentions of this being nothing but a misunderstanding and a lack of accountability. So the state would respectfully request incarceration, and we believe this person is a danger to the community and a danger to himself and his family.
All right, Mr. Olege, is there anything you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jonathan Daniel Olage.
All right, what would you wish to say?
I would like to say, Your Honor, that it was, if you give me a chance to be a law-abiding citizen, I could do the deferred probation. That day, I wasn't trying to hurt my family at all. I was just trying to run away from the law. The knife wasn't no open blade. No one got cut. No one got stabbed. No one got hurt. No one got anything at all with the knife. I had to protect the sheet over the knife, and I had no intentions of hurting my loved ones.
So why did you put a knife to their throats?
I didn't mean to. Like, my mom's short. I hugged my mom. I hugged my mom and looked down. I didn't really try to hurt her at all.
Okay.
And I had to protect the sheet on the knife, so there was no way she was gonna get cut at all. And then I just hugged my mom, looked down, and then I got shot. And that was the end of it. But I
So
wasn't
you're saying you were just intending to hug your mom with a
Yeah,
knife at her throat?
wow. She was short. I didn't mean to put the knife in her throat at all,
Okay. Why were you hugging her with a knife in your hand?
because it was just it was like a little boy crying to his mom, like, like, help, help, really, because I was scared because I had a gun pointing at me the whole time.
But why were the police there in the first place?
Because me and my ex-girlfriend got in a fight, and I left the scene. I already diffused the situation, and I was walking to the store, and then that's when the cop confronted me. And if you see in the body cam, I was walking away to the store, and that's when the cop, told me, hey, and I thought it was someone else. I turned around, I took out the knife, and then I saw it was a cop. He pointed his gun. I put the knife back in the sheet, and that's when I ran, and that's what led to everything. But I didn't try to hurt my sister at all, or my mom. I was just running away.
All right. Any questions, defense?
No, Your Honor.
Any questions, state?
No, Your Honor.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. And Mr. Orlege, I want you to know that I have listened to everything that you said. I always read everything very carefully, and sometimes I'll reread things as well. The court is going to deny your application. Court will find you guilty, sentence you to 12 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Ashley Prieto, Valerie Medina, Andrea Orlege. The court will take in consideration 2023 CR 6014, 2023 CR 6016, 2023 CR 6017, and 2023 CR 6018. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of an affirmative finding of family violence. And also because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Mom.
All right, and I'm requesting the mental health unit for you. I cannot force them to place you in that unit because I don't have jurisdiction to force them to do that. But it will be in the judgment. You can ask for it. If you don't ask for it, they're not going to consider it. Do you understand?
Yes, Mom.
All right, good luck to you. All right, the persons with the CPS caseworker, your CPS caseworker has been.
Excuse me.
Yes, thank you. And I believe that is